Now we are discussing about scarcity in economics. What is scarcity in economics? Scarcity is one of the key components of economics. It means that the demand for a good or service is greater than the availability of the good or service. Therefore, scarcity can limit the choices available to the consumers who ultimately make up the economy. The scarcity is the biggest concept in economics. By the doctors are very scarce now. Scarcity is there for doctors, so that only their services are and their fees and consultations will increase in thousands. Once in every district one medical college is there means that demand of the doctors will be reduced uh, immediately. Not immediately, for the time being. Otherwise, the consultation fees is 1000 rupees only for 5 minutes of talking. All these things will be reduced, but certain operational costs will be there. That is, we should accept it. But only consultation is also in thousands it is there. So all these consulting charges will be reduced if scarcity is reducing. Scarcity, when it will be reduced, in every district one medical college is there, the doctors will be available in all areas, then the consultancy charges will be reduced for the time being. That is, we should remember. Not only that, in so many cases are there. So, but it means that the demand for good or service is greater than the availability of the good or service. Therefore, scarcity can limit the choices available to the consumers who ultimately make up the economy. What is scarcity in simple words? Scarcity refers to the limited availability of a resource in a comparison to the limitless wants. Scarcity may be with respect to any natural resources or with respect to any scarce commodity. Scarcity may also be referred to as paucity of resources. Then the next point is, what is the scarcity in economics? Scarcity refers to the limitation of the supply of commodity in relation to the demand for such a commodity. In such a situation where the wants exceed the availability resources, the society doesn't have enough resources to satisfy all the wants of its people. What is scarcity and choice? Scarcity refers to the finite nature and availability of resources, while choice refers to the people's decisions about sharing and using those resources. The problem of scarcity and choice lies at the very heart of economics, which is the study of how individual and society choose to allocate scarce resources. What is the next topic is, what is the difference between scarcity and shortage? Shortage implies a situation wherein supply of a product is lower than its demand. Shortage when it will come in unseason. Scarcity is when something is rare and difficult to reproduce. On the contrary, the shortage is when an item is popular and easy to get, but sometimes supply doesn't satisfy demand. What is the scarcity problem? In the next topic is, what is the scarcity problem? Scarcity means individuals, business and governments have to deal with the problem of unlimited wants but limited resources. Every economic system from capitalism to socialism has to deal with the problem of scarcity, whereby the demand is greater than the supply. What causes scarcity? Next topic is, what causes scarcity? The causes of scarcity can be due to a number of different reasons, but there are four primary ones: poor distribution of resources, personal perspective on resources, a rapid increase in demand, and a rapid decrease in supply are all potential scarcity causes. What are the two factors which define scarcity? Limited natural resources and concentration of resources in a few hands are two main factors that define scarcity. And the next topic is, which of the following best describes scarcity? Scarcity means limited goods are for more number of people. In an economy, the resources are scarce and the wants are unlimited. What are some scarcity examples? Land is one scarcity. If you have a land scarcity when there is a shortage of land area for populations to grow food, raise livestock, or develop housing and infrastructure. So, and the next scarcity example is housing, then overuse, commodities, water, labor, healthcare, and world health issues. So land is also one of the biggest scarcity. Nowadays, for constructing a house, purchasing land is also not available in particular areas. So government also has to do the policies. In one area, one house should be there. If more than one house is registering, means in the registration itself, it should be cancelled. The signal has to come while at the time of registration, one house is there in one colony or one area. The same with the name and all these, another registration has come, means you should give the symbol. Already you are having a house in that. So you sell out that, then you purchase it. Only one house should be there. Likewise, one policy has to be developed by the government also in particular areas, not in villages. Villages is demand is less, so that in towns and metropolitan cities, only one person has to have one house only. Otherwise, he has to sell out the house and they can take another house. Likewise, also it should be there. But only one house in one area has to be there in towns and cities, means the land scarcity and the real estate will be reduced so much. The common people also can live very well. And how does scarcity cause economic problems? Reasons, so economics will give a very good prosperity if you think logically. How does scarcity cause economic problems? Resources such as land, labor, or capital are limited in relation to their demand, and the economy can't produce all that people require to satisfy themselves. This is why economic problems exist in an economy. Scarcity is universal, which is applicable to all individuals, institutions, and the economy as a whole. And the next topic is, how does scarcity affect your daily life? So much effect will be there. Scarcity of resources can affect us because we can't always have what we want. For example, a lack of money and funds can lead me to not being able to buy the dream computer I want for work. In order to adjust, we have to either earn more money or adjust our dream computer to afford something more realistic. So scarcity affects your daily life very well. Not only that, in vegetables also, in unseasons, onions rate will be increased kg 100 likewise. In unseason, in seasonal way, onions we can purchase in even for 1 kg for 7 and 8 rupees also. So all these things will happen with this scarcity only. So government has to think about preservatives also, and godowns also should maintain very well, and they can take certain charges also from private organizations, and not only private and public. In every preservatives, if they put in the government godowns or preservatives, they can charge something. It is not bad. So it also has to be maintained, and some costs will be there. But without preservative godowns and storage godowns and physical godowns, the scarcity will be increased very heavily. That is also not only the government, every person has to think over. Then only the economy, scarcity will be reduced. So economics is a very beautiful and good topic if you think universally. Wishing you all the best.